Hey, I go by the name of Sdeni Poi KMG, and we are the conversation with Sdeni and Kamo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Tuesday Gang. I'm just chilling with my partner player KMG, and we're sitting at 7,500 subscribers on YouTube, 45,000K on Facebook, doing pretty well there. How are you, KMG? How have you been? How was the week? How was the weekend? Tomorrow, okay. Yesterday was the national shutdown.
Guys, but people know that we shoot days before, right? So we hope that I'll be attending, so I'll definitely have a real day on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm going to the national shutdown.
Are you prepared?
I'm prepared. Remember at some point when you were telling me about it, and I was like, why only 20 March?
Yeah, I remember.
Right, because I didn't understand how is this thing being planned in Jan or Feb, and it's happening in March.
There's this other video of Julius Malema saying, when we announced this I think January, they announced in January. A lot of people were saying, no, if it's a protest, why is it not happening like tomorrow? They thought that it will never happen. They thought 20 March will never come through. They have a chicken vision, and we have a giraffe vision. We can see through the future.
I am one of the people that thought it won't happen. Because I was like, why? I think I was angry at the fact that now I need to prepare myself for March. But all these things are happening currently now.
Yeah.
But it shows that the national shutdown, did you see our load shedding schedules have been lowered now? Some places like on stage 0. Yeah. We are on stage 1. What stage are you now?
0.
Are you on stage 0?
Yeah.
Hey, then such things
But we did not have water the whole weekend. There was no water.
There's also like a shortage of water. It shows on this strike, this national shutdown, it's really
giving some vibes,
right?
there.
Like it's already making
moves.
Progress because Eskom was not, and also I was so mad at the fact that our Sputla is also not working. You know, in my mind I'm like, this minister of electricity is just here for vibes, but it shows right now that man is working. He must continue. He must continue to the point where they say no, there's no load shedding at all in South Africa.
I think this national shutdown is gonna be a big one. And you must give it to EFF. They got the whole country shaking. I mean, who would have thought that we could be in a position where the police and the soldiers are deployed to the street for this protest? It shows that this country can actually do. It's capable. We can. We just don't want to. Because you think about how we have so much drug lords and drug communities. We have communities where people kill and everything. If you deploy the soldiers and the police to those areas, we could actually get rid of all these unlawful things that are happening.
You're right. Remember, I think our previous episode we were talking about Westbury.
Yeah, Westbury. Yeah.
If they could actually just say no, the cops, Mashole, go. Participate, they arrest people, but no, they would rather do such things for people by long or they want to protest for their own rights. Because we have rights of electricity, we can see or no, man. Living in South Africa when you're just it's a Maja.
I foresee danger in this
protest. Do you think it will end in tears?
One way or the other it will. There's people that are gonna take it to their advantage. I think it's only. I think like especially your shops, your like Makula and all those guys. Your malls. I think it's only fair that they close, man.
I think
because they're gonna if they don't close.
But I was just thinking about it, not so long ago, DA was saying that this thing is unlawful, and also it's going to cause violence in the country, and then but Lebanon itself, they did have a protest, whereas they were going to
so that video of that
the house, and then also Malobanyana Monkey, the ANC also had their own peaceful protest in Pretoria, where Philem Balula, which Philem Balula was leading it. It was peaceful, and yet, but then they went to this national shutdown creating the EFF. It's a problem. So I'm assuming
because EFF is full of or is dominated by black people. So they feel like black people are unruly and they will destroy everything. Meanwhile, they are just doing like a protest.
It's a race thing, guys. If you look at it deeper, it's deeper than that. It's a race thing. So, Maloba, I was watching the news, and then Cyril Ramaphosa, I tend to forget his name. Cyril Ramaphosa.
Don't blame you.
Cyril Ramaphosa was saying that there's no national shutdown in South Africa. He will definitely make sure the cops are on the road. They need to put their boots down. And that's very unfair because, my nigga, where were you all this time when we wanted something? Tell us something about electricity. Where were you when but they go missing, women and kids get raped all the time? Where were you when we tell you our unemployment rate is so high? Why is it people are saying we want to go to the streets? No. Now I can actually address you guys, but I'm addressing you guys saying they'll be there.
Yeah.
That's so unfair.
That's so unfair, yeah.
It's
that's
giving
so
me
unfair.
guilty when it comes to Marigad.
I think it's even this national shutdown, like this protest, which is a constitutional right for everyone to protest. It's actually for a good cause, man. It's actually for the way the EFF they explain it to it. It's actually a good cause, man. Like you look at the things that they are talking about and the fact that they want Cyril Ramaphosa to step down. There's issue of unemployment. There's issues of crime, and I mean, like those are the load shedding. Those are the things that affect us, and I think each and every person must just go out there and participate in it. You know, you don't have to fight. You don't. Yeah. But it's a good call, man. It's a good call. Like, cause you look at the way South Africa is functioning at the moment. No, Cyril Ramaphosa must just go. Like I said previously in our videos that the only thing that Cyril Ramaphosa was good as was during lockdown. You know, that he implemented. I can tell you when he was like, no, today by midnight it's gonna be level.
Stay level.
They used to call level.
Level 1,
Yeah, level 5. I'm telling
But
you,
also-
the whole country shut down.
Sharp. He would say, okay, level 5 today by 12, and the whole country shut down. But where was he when the likes of Zweli, Dr. Zweli, were busy eating man?
That's the thing. You are.
I'm like, okay, Sharp. I get the fact that you could actually hold us all down. There's no alcohol and we don't buy alcohol.
And you are the reason why we drink so much alcohol. We were fine. We were fine before COVID. We were drinking nicely, but what you are doing now, it's out of hand, and we blame you, Mr. Ramaphosa.
So, but I was also just saying to my friend Rore, chances of this national shutdown protest, if were unruly, it was based on other political parties. If the political parties didn't want, they might find their own people. You know,
Yeah,
so
they're
that
gonna
also
do that.
The media can say no, as we said.
EFF, they will do that. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Where like there's gonna be people that will take advantage of this. I mean, like even the normal citizens that that are not necessarily sent by another political party, they will use this national shutdown as an advantage to go and destroy.
Poverty is
That's
not
the thing. I mean, like, think about it this way. Mo town, ne ba check the shop over kra shop ga go buj. Ha. I'll just the speaker, the Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, for sure.
Eh,
So
voucher
are
di-
you gonna be in the forefront? Are you going?
I'm going there. I'm gonna be in the forefront so that the police cannot shoot. I'm gonna use my face. Like Nota did with AKA.
Oh my god! Oh, I can't wait for this protest. It has been a minute since I've attended a protest. I want to sing struggling songs. I miss it. So I'll be in the forefront because I get the content creators. I'm gonna have a real way. My phone needs to be out.
Like now all about your mic kabolele. I wanna make all mo so.
Makura vibes.
Yeah, Makura vibes.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to this one.
Yeah.
I already hope because this thing will be airing. Oh, airing. This video will be premiering God Tuesday, so we would have long gone. So by the time we age, of course, everyone will probably just have their own say, or no, this is what happened in my area, this is what happened in my area. I'm just saying the whole of South Africa needs to participate in this thing.
Yeah.
Let's just go there. And
we actually, maybe, how many hours? 12 hours to go? Yeah. Because it started 12 o'clock. They said, Commander, what again? CIC, Commander-in-Chief, he was like, if you are hungry, go home, eat and come back. And if you wanna protest in Santain, go to Santain. If you wanna protest in Union Building, go to Union Building. If you wanna protest in Parliament, go to the Parliament.
Just go anywhere.
We're taking over. We're going to all the streets. Ramaphosa must step down because he's as how.
We're still waiting for the smart city. He said that I think
probably the smart city it's only accessible for certain people. You never know.
Yeah, but you're right. Yeah, we're still waiting for employment unemployment rate. It will go down to 10%. I don't know.
So I was listening.
I'm unemployed, right? And then next time working long weekend because for unemployed people it's long weekend every day.
Yeah. Nah, Tuesday is the holiday. So this other guy named, he was talking about Cyril Ramaphosa and being the president, and he made a good point. You know, he was like, if you check, but again, track record, Cyril Ramaphosa in terms of the businesses. Like he was saying, or like, what has he done? What has he achieved? What businesses has he grown? Like he gave an example of Sdeni Gold. I think Ramaphosa used to be the shareholder there. It fall down, you know. So he mentioned a couple of businesses that Ramaphosa used to be a shareholder in, and those businesses, they fall. So he was like, how would you even start to trust that kind of a man that did not even do anything to the businesses? How is he gonna even be able to run the country? You understand? And I feel it this way. Think about it this way. When we elect, sometimes we need to elect someone who has a track record of successfully running businesses.
No, Sdeni, you know, at first, when Cyril Ramaphosa became president of the ANC, then he became president of the country because the ANC won. People were so excited. They said because he has money. Apparently, owner the McDonald's. He's the
maybe none of the shares.
So apparently, like, he has money. He's a great man. He has businesses. So basically, he can run the country. I think we looked at a lot of people. I myself probably included because I really don't know. Now I've been EFF since, but yeah, it is what it is. People said he will be a great president. He will know how to run the country because of how his stats is when it comes to businesses.
But he does not even have successful businesses. That's what that guy was talking about.
I I don't know, but all I'm saying, God, we shouldn't look at something like, okay, yeah, sure, because we own the companies, then how about the appointed even president? For instance, they might say, okay, Shapo, let's look at Motsepe, for instance. He has his own money. What would be the reason of Raji Chalta states? And then the president, then no.
I understand. I think in Nalwena we are talking about the same thing. We agree to the same thing.
One thing we should never do is say because someone has businesses and they are successful or they are not, or this person has money, so Ramaphosa is building his own empire using the state.
You know what I know? Forget about the money. We just talking. Remember when you run a business, it's not like money is another thing, but there's management, there's leadership, there's there's component of running the business, and if someone is successful in that person is, if he's politically inclined, aga to be a president. I normally look at myself and I'm like, okay, I want to start a business, and I question myself for like, what on earth did I do as far as businesses that became successful? I can't even run the conversation for it to be successful. How am I going to survive in businesses? But I'll question myself, and I know, or like, okay, I mean, I could start a different business. I could be successful in it. It does not necessarily that if I did not push the conversation the way I wanted, then I would fail in businesses. But I'm just saying, or like, there should be a record of business leadership management for you to be able to be trusted in certain responsibilities and roles.
I think also at this point maybe point to a president. Let's go as far as going back to get to the qualifications. When we have a minister of electricity, I will talk about that man every day. I tweet about him every day. He's just a political person. He doesn't even know anything about electricity. He doesn't even have engineering certificate.
Electrical engineering.
And 2 and 4. Electrical engineering, something that will scream. No. The likes of Figilem Balula were rotated in different ministries because
from police, transport.
And I'm here asking myself for how? Like at which point? Maybe when you talk to president, let president I just go alone. President it's the politics. President shouldn't be running the country, run a tech shop. I think it's a cool time. We are human.
They act like CEO. Remember, when you're a CEO, you don't have to be qualified for that specific role. You can just hire people that would do the job. I mean, like I can be as I am now. I can start a company of welding. Meanwhile, I don't even have a qualification for welding, and I hire you as KMG to come and do the welding.
Hey, but when you be at the top, but no. Not personally, I still like. I still want to understand at which point did Angie Musara said 30% pass rate in South Africa? 30%.
KMG, that one. If it wasn't for that one, some of us wouldn't have made it in life.
Then 30% was just now. When no person like up at 40, 45. Like 30%, but 30%
yeah, but I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, or like there's people that got that about 18 or about and they made it in life. They are successful because of that 30%. So you mustn't take away that. In fact, it should be 20% pass.
But the likes of both Sdeni Poi, he can't be Minister of Education because
no, but
10% pass rate for mathematics.
But that's another question. That's another thing, KMG. Like you think about even the education system. It's not even about the pass rate. I mean, like you look at the system, but again, the curriculum that we do, that curriculum is useless. I mean, like it's useless. You look at biology, they teach you about the trunk and all that thing.
All I'm saying, if back at the child, the Bergman that the Councillor UCT, all of them
oh yeah, that lady, he was interviewed by JJ there.
Yes.
He's telling JJ, hey, handle JJ there.
Minister of Education. I'm certain or education in South Africa it would actually bomb. You know, kore dilo tse ba rutang bana ba mo rena kwa magae le tse ba rutang bana ba IB, it's not the same. You do know that.
It can be it was not the same.
It shouldn't be the same.
It should be the same. It should be the same. It should be that, but on the education,
that's why
we are taught to be employees. We are taught to be employees. We must be taught to be employers.
Now we are taught
and
to
employees.
We're
taught to survive.
To be on the survival.
I mean, like imagine, but you go to study electrical engineering in at UJ for 4 years, but when you're done, you can't even chup because chuping.
You can't even.
That's the right way. That's the right way.
You got chuping.
You see, that's the education system. Imagine I went to school, but I still cannot speak English. Fuck, what's calling me now? You see.
And so I'm in a group chat in a school. So the questions that they always ask, and I get very frustrated. I think talk about the group chat. I hate group chat. Every day. I always have to exit them. So the questions that they always ask, I sit back by myself and I'm like, how did you get to varsity?
What do they ask?
Like she can okay, your assignment in your chapter you study from chapter 1 is based on chapter 1 to chapter 3. And then yet again you come back, you screenshot that thing, you post it in the group and ask her, this assignment is based on which chapters?
Yeah. No, there's people that will just ask questions, bro. But this there's no right or wrong question. No, let the kids. If you don't understand, you don't understand.
So you can read. You can read.
Kemji, you see, you learn you go to Minister of Education. Kemji, what has been happening? What has been happening?
A wild Netflix documentary story that has been happening. The Facebook rapist. Did you check the story at Costa? And
I saw someone posted about it. It was like that guy. Apparently, there was stories that he banned in prison cell or something like that.
So this thing happened last year. Apparently, Oswele Mangaung, then Jigi. This guy is alive somewhere in the country, in center, not even Kuruman, not even. Where do we pass that place?
Zirast.
When 16, not even, he's in center, like he's living his life, and yet again he's still continuing doing which is raping, which is getting girls, promising modeling jobs and so he's a wanted man right now.
Why is he called Facebook rapist?
He actually lured Banyana from Facebook about offer your modeling jobs. Yeah. You know when I get
it's like that story that I was explaining yesterday with regards to that guy Nazareth taxi killer.
Where did you explain it?
Okay. Last week on the conversation, I was telling you about the serial killers.
Oh, yes. Then you said I should go watch this YouTube channel.
You did not, I know. You did not even listen to Nelly Fatad. Sure, you did not. So, yeah, you were explaining about the guy. Why?
So, this guy, approach Abanyana on Facebook. And I get this whole thing when you're skinny, when you're dark-skinned, and when you are tall, people will say, be a model. So I think when somebody approaches you, I don't know, be a model, I have this agency, you get very excited because you're there thinking, yeah, my dream starts here. So this guy, Napila Jabanyana from Facebook with different accounts, Ari Unale an agency only for him to rape them, or Aba Uzweje, and then he killed one of the person who I'm raping. So that's why he was arrested and then put in jail for life. So he was raping people, right? Last year, Barry Mangaung prison Iswele, and then the fire started in his cell. So meaning that probably he died. So they confirmed as he's dead. So this doctor then claimed, or claimed, I would say claimed, allegedly, claimed Banyalani. But this man has been in jail for so long. Or so he went to police station and said, this doctor is an aesthetic doctor. Do you know what an aesthetic doctor is?
No, did
But
not
then
went to
it's
school like
plastic
that.
surgery and yeah.
You would know that.
Yeah.
You're a
So,
lady. You'd know that you're a lady.
when a man can get plastic surgery.
I must go get it. I need to look like Michael Jordan.
Well, yeah, so this lady claimed, and then one of some lady Malo on Twitter posted, no man, I saw this guy in Senton. I still have the picture of this guy in my phone. Then the picture was posted.
Yeah.
So
But that one, is it confirmed by the police? Is it confirmed by... Oh, but the president, whenever I'm declared as dead. Oh.
Hey, so a funny thing.
But the lady, the doctor, did she get the body? We don't know.
No, we don't know. So scary thing, because there's no type of best I kwa huma first. Guningi guys, Guningi and C1. And this lady Lena last year, apparently she bought your Porsche, she bought a Ferrari, she bought a Mercedes Benz.
The doctor.
She has a property thingy. She also has a agency Soya Media, which also that agency media would DM girls and tell them, we have a job, don't you want to come to Cape Town, interview, Zoom, what.
Oh, that was hectic.
Yeah, so he escaped jail to still continue doing what he got arrested for. And which is scary because you're just thinking, how?
You mustn't respond to your DMs.
No, you should, guys. There's love there and on DMs. You should, but you should also just be like learn yourself as a person. Just Google, search, check.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Type a person on Google and just see what's happening. LinkedIn,
like something.
Yeah.
Before Luana already know I'm willing to go out with someone. I'm at the point in my life where I don't accept dates anymore like I would before, because I have this thing where what if maybe today like I'm no longer you get me? So I'm also at the point where
you don't live anymore.
I'm scared. I'm
now
scared.
You must just always be careful out there who you go out with, who you trust to go out with, because there's vultures out there.
You get me?
They will terrorize your life.
So if a guy hits you up there on Instagram, Facebook, and he's like, I think Livasaj, I don't know. Yeah, everybody. Ari, it'll come to my place. Let's have lunch. You just say no. First meetup needs to be in public. Second meetup will be at your place. It's understandable.
When are you coming to visit? You already know it's coming down.
Ari, do you know that my favorite thing to do is to cook? I'd love to cook for you.
When you like you got a cash here. You're like, I got a cash. He can even cook. He's going to cook you.
The whole week was all the posted the story. I post the sofa, post the TV, post the something to lure you to make like also a nice space. A man with a beautiful home and a beautiful space always has my heart. I think stupid things like that would actually have me killed.
Right.
Next to a poster because you just told him or you like plants. Or a blomonyana, sure, Apekaman is coming over.
Clean.
So we lost another celebrity, Costa Titch. Get Costa.
Yeah. Hey man, that guy died a miserable death. You know that? If you die like that, I know you can't die like that and still go to hell. You must go straight to heaven. Whether you will shake. Nah, you can't die like that.
I'm still questioning the death.
No, it was painful. There's a lot of things that are involved there. I mean, like a lot of people, they talk about like your emergency crew, first aid, like, the people that will respond to those kind of incidents. A lot of people said those kind of situations, they would have been avoided, if they, because I remember when you do an event, which a lot of working promoters, they don't do. I mean, like, you have to have safety measures in place. Safety things like your fire extinguisher, for instance. First aid box, for instance. So a lot of people will just focus only on security, but they forget about the whole thing of safety, which sometimes their reason would be like the issue of money, cost. Eh? Anything can happen, because look at the crowd there. The crowd, anything can happen, So, like, that's what I'm saying. Or like, I mean, like, the event. One of my roles, one of my previous jobs. One of my let me take over, because you guys will think I'm joking. I'm lying.
Yeah, lying. We are back at Sdeni. This is the Sdeni that we know.
No, I'm not lying. No. So, it was not necessarily one of my jobs, but I'm a qualified person for that job. Like, I'm qualified.
I know that you're in hell.
Yeah, educationally qualified, So you have environmental health practitioners within the municipalities. They're in municipalities as well as in hospital, They're in provincial, or local. Ne? So, when I lead event like soccer, for instance, they get notified. They go there just to check like the health and safety of the facilities, like your things of the fire extinguishers, like your crowd, compliance in terms of the food that they are selling there, or what. And they still have the metro police that are on standby. They still have your the paramedics, So each and every event that you do, you have to have those jobs, those facilities, for in case you have this kind of a situation happening, you have to have people that are responding. But obviously, I mean, like I said, in terms of money, a lot of people, they don't
already put that.
They don't put that into because I like, that's what I'm saying. What that guy, the way he died.
But is that not like one of the biggest events?
I heard so.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest events.
But that's what I'm saying. Even those biggest event, they don't have people that are responsible for the health and safety of the people there. The only thing that they are worried about is security, and a security that only cares about when you fight and when mahal and all those. But they don't even care. They don't come and talk to her for you.
So, as I think all event organizers out there should put this to place. Even like Sdeni is saying, or at least just have like a fire extinguisher there, but have someone that knows how to use it.
Yeah.
Have some first aid nyana there, like, because this recent death here, Costa, it's very heartbreaking to see where he died. Nah, he died. Like he was doing death. Something that he loves, I believe.
Elena has so much energy, man.
No,
like he so much and I hope he wasn't on drugs. A lot of people, they're speculating that he would have been on drugs. So is it a must that when you're an artist you must smoke, you must use drugs?
You know one thing.
Now if there's one, okay.
One thing that my brother told me, a recent conversation that we were having, it's happiness. Ne? He was telling me that, Mopilom as a person, but you get sad for so long, you get me. So as a man, and then when you are very sad, there are people like probably myself. Now when I'm very sad, I'd rather go for alcohol.
So your brother said we spent so much time sad.
Really down or sad. And then we have that small little time where we're so happy. And then we need that thing to make us happy, right? So now we will go for alcohol. I would go for alcohol and jiggy, I'm the most happiest. But I've been so sad the whole week. And now I'm like, it's Friday, let me drink alcohol and be okay.
So you say,
So he's saying that
now I got to a point
go
where
to drugs, right? Some they do drugs just for joy, just for excitement. Some they do drugs just for any. To answer your question, maybe is it like a master or all celebrities should be on drugs enough? It's probably because they need the energy, or probably because they are always around people. I can come to the conversation sad and you won't notice. I need to pull up, right? I can't just say, oh, Sdeni, today I'm not coming because I'm sad. It makes me look weak. You get me? I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, you know what? I think I understand. Yes, they need to have that energy. They work overtime, they work at night and all that thing. But they mustn't make an excuse. I mean, we have people who buy longer, but 6 to 6. Hard labor. I'm talking about working at heights, scaffolding and welding and grinding, rigging.
No, but what I'm saying is, then you go worry. Going to go kabuka shit aseti. Arwana
I feel like no. I feel like these guys, they are just making an excuse, and they get into this thing. Basisho. Let me put it this way. Now, okay, no, there was a trend during the lockdown where artists would go live, ballet in the studio. Why is it that there must be a hubby there?
I need to be happy.
Yeah? Why is it that so that's what I'm saying, or like you smoke hubly, go le studio o feel okare bara kokoro ka re ke vibe nyana ya go no re le ka studio sa ntse go be le hubly go no re dilo ka moko ka re di stofong nyana. And from hubly, what do you substitute with? You start smoking weed. From weed but no, I mean no.
That's something strong.
Why can't you just be an artist and make music without all those things? Okay. It's not like you are making something that is not doable. No, but serious. It's not like you are making something I mean, I
think sometimes as
the
society, we become very hard on artists.
No, we're not becoming very hard.
We are very hard on artists.
How?
And artists shouldn't be wrong. You know, you get those things. I think sometimes.
So is that the reason why? Is that the reason why they would smoke? They would use drugs?
I'm just saying. I'm probably just justifying their behavior. Or no, the reason why they're taking drugs is because of this. Sometime last year we spoke about Kamo losing his car, right? And then we spoke about how the comments were like, nah, he has money. How did he lose his car? You know, those kind of things. And all of those comments were negative, right? We spoke about multiple times where we would talk about Makads, for instance. You get me? So when you like I said, ubuka a celebrity, and that celebrity says, sure, but I get to feel sharp.
No,
and the first thing that comes to your mind is, I want my man. Then you go to social media to get people to fight for you. Yeah, no. Work ethics.
What's the word?
Music.
The woman just someone. You should in your podcast here. Koro do just start again. Just KMG.
Right. All I'm saying, you know, there are multiple days where I wouldn't feel like coming here on the conversation, and this is really it. I'm being for real. the whole of last week, I was so down. Coming here the last week and looking all nice. What was that thing? I just need to look nice for myself and just hit the go there, shoot and be great. You get me? Because I was so down to the point where I didn't want anything. Like, I didn't want anyone. I felt like my body, I'm losing myself in the midst of it all. I'm not saying I'm okay now. I'm saying I have to be here. I have to you just have to put the face and say, anyway, let me pull through. Mainly because there were times where I wouldn't do the conversation.
But where is that coming from now?
No, I'm just saying, people are allowed to be said and people are allowed not to pull through. But I can't. There were times where I wouldn't do the conversation and I would be asked questions like, did you leave the conversation? Only Sdeni is doing the conversation. And I'm like, you know what?
So is
if
that
there's no statement from this side of the conversation or I have left, then I didn't leave. I have every right not to be here.
So the reason why you mentioning that is because the drug
maybe
issue.
The reason why celebrities would go for that thing, it cost them their life, is because maybe they just want to pull through because of the conversation. And also social media right now is so big, it can make you and it can break you. You know,
I was watching videos of Musa Kaula, ne? And I'm thinking to myself, if there's one thing that I don't want, one is to be a celebrity, two, to be famous,
to be well known.
To be well known, you know. And I was also thinking about it that, please don't give me followers, give me money. You know, give me money to go to Namibia than giving me followers or subscribers. Because that thing, like you said, it has so much responsibilities that enough from my side, I don't feel like I would be able to carry.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? Having to account, having to be spoken about, having to explain myself.
Whatever that you do, if Sdeni doesn't like it, he just say, I don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't like it. And then other people come and say, yeah, but Sdeni is right.
No. Yeah, no. I feel like I'm fine now. And that's another thing. I mean, like now, this other time I was also thinking about, that's the reason why I'm so downish on Facebook now, because I feel like because I'm doing the conversation, I'm at the moment where certain things I can't say. I mean, like, I can't get to say or no, that track ya mamang is shit, you know? Because
when
exactly, yeah.
That's me, you know, and thinking about it, it really, it feels like it's taking my life.
It does. It takes your life. Yeah.
But again, when you try to explain it to people, I think you've been in a point where you got hacked at some point in your life. Remember, so I've been in a point where I don't want people around me. Like it takes time for me to answer, because I'm like, what is it that I said? Maybe like I get very scared the minute somewhere and send a DM. I saw you. I won't respond.
But you know what I then concluded on is that our role and our target is to just have meaningful conversations and like meaningful conversation, and do this as a certain job.
It's not the same, Sdeni, because
it's not, but I'm just saying what, like, and the problem is that you understand, because it's following you. But what I'm saying is that let it not give you so much heaviness in you, you know. And because we're doing the conversation because we love it. We've studied from zero. It's where it is now, because of our effort and our hard work and everything. And yes, it might not be where it could be, but we're getting there.
Yeah. So the nice thing about probably us as the conversation is that at least I know Sdeni and I'm comfortable with Sdeni. At least I don't really have people by Longore. And over the same way I would sit Sdeni. Yeah, sure, the conversation for us it's work. But we say things, stay Longore, they probably hurt other people out there. And someone might just bump into you and say, yeah, we are striking.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, it's things like that. We did ZB thingy. Entertainment reviews. It was based on our own opinions and other people didn't really take it so well. So you get to create mana and all you do when I go with the mic, with the camera or a poster and you keep it moving. So right now I'm a hippie handle.
Yeah. And I wanted to ask, talking about the artists and all that, what happened to you, DJ?
I get on guys, I'm still a DJ.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I'm just taking my, like I'm prepared. Like I said, I went back to school, had to prepare myself to go back to have that used the hour by the way it's in a school. So now
clean.
I study, you know, those kind of things, but I'm back, I'll be back. I'm gonna drop a mixtape.
Clean. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the conversation with Sdeni and Kamo when we're out. Hey, Tara.
Don't forget to send me mine.
Clean.